I'm here with Dennis Martinez, a pastor who is part of the Andrews Seminary Field School of Evangelism in Houston. And Dennis and the other team have been down here in Houston. They will be here for a whole 30 days. First 2 weeks is training and lots of visitation. And now here we are in the second 2 weeks, which there's still the training and visitation, but then also the preaching. Now, Dennis, you are preaching your first evangelistic series in English, not your first language. Tell us a little bit about how that's going. What are your thoughts? How do you sense God helping you with this?
Well, when we decided to come here, I thought that I'm going to come to a Spanish church, and I said, great, I'm going to be preaching in Spanish. Fine, because it's something that I used to do, but when you said, no, you're going to go to English church, I start getting into my nerve and said, what am I going to do? I don't want to say no, I want to keep going. Lord, you're going to make it possible. And this is an adventure. This is a moment of trusting God, putting my faith in Him, because He said that He's going to be with me. His Spirit is able. That means that I just trust in Him in this, and this is I've been preaching yesterday, today, and tonight is another sermon. And I have 12 more that I need to preach, and I just pray that the Lord be with me, and one day at a time. And I know that because He's able, it's going to happen. It's going to happen.
Amen. And I've noticed in hearing you with the practice preaching and also the preaching today, that God has given you the ability to speak to people's hearts and to their heads, and to keep it Christ-centered and Bible-based. What do you do to try to make sure that when you're communicating the message, that it'll really reach, that you're being used by God, that you're faithful to the Word, that you're being used to reach hearts?
I put the message in my heart first. I put it in my life. This is about how I've been all my life with Jesus, connected with Him, and now I'm just sharing part of my heart with everyone, and that's why I'm telling about what God has been doing with me through my ministry or through my life in church. I've been serving God for 42 years, and now I'm just giving the people what God's given me through all these years, and that's what I'm trying to point, because I think that Jesus always goes for the heart, and I like to go that way too, but I just put my life in His hands. I think He's working with.
So is this kind of like the modern day gift of tongues, where you have Spanish, but God's giving you more English to preach?
Yes. Sometimes it's difficult because I need to think in Spanish and try to put it in the right way, and I'm hoping that nobody says something that I could need to put it in a different way. But say, Lord, put the right words, make it that people could listen what you want, really listen. And I get a little nervous, but I know that God is making me through.
Amen. God is honoring your willingness. Thanks so much for sharing.
Thank you. Bye.